Has anyone else experienced this? You just made an awesome hire. You're excited to finally get some more help around your clinic and lighten your load. You've been putting in extra hours to make sure your patients are taken care of and you're ready for a little break, but instead, your days just get longer when they join. You and your team get frustrated and that amazing new hire, they start following behind. Why? Because you expected them to understand systems that they didn't build and you forget to plan for the time it takes to actually immerse them into your team. And that's what I want to talk about today. How to plan for the slowdown so that you can set up your new hire, really your whole team, for success. Here's the core issue. Your new team member is stepping into a system that's been built and refined over time. You know it like the back of your hand. Your staff knows the flow. Everyone's running at full speed, but the new person, they're trying to just catch a moving train. They don't know the why behind the process. They don't understand the unspoken expectations, and they don't have the reps like you. And we expect them to plug in and perform. It is so easy to forget how much time you've already put in and how much effort it took for you to get to your proficiencies. Here is what I have seen with our clients. You lose hours in the first few weeks answering questions, correcting mistakes, and double checking all of the work. The team slows down to accommodate them. The patients start to notice, the schedule starts getting tighter, and things just kind of feel clunky. And if you weren't expecting that, you'll get frustrated. You'll think maybe this person isn't a good fit. You'll start questioning whether they were the right hire. But this was never a hiring issue. It was a planning issue. Because the truth is, hiring someone doesn't give you time back right away. It costs time up front. It takes energy and intention. And if you don't plan for that, your new hire will fail, and that is on you, not them. See, it is up to you to set up your team to win. So what should you do instead? Well, first, reset your expectations. Hiring someone is not the fix-all. It is a start of a new phase. You're not buying productivity, you're investing in potential. And like any investment, it takes time to mature. Expect your onboarding to take 4 to 6 weeks at a minimum. That is the time it takes for someone to understand your flow, to learn your patience and your expectations, for them to really start feeling settled in their role. Next, create a real onboarding plan, not just shadow for a few days. That's not a plan. Map it out week by week. What are they going to be doing? Week 1, we are observing. That's it. Let them soak in the culture, the tone, and the rhythm of the office. Week 2, they begin assisting with some guidance. And week 3 and 4, let's really start diving in. Take on some structured tasks with supervision. Right about that 5 and beyond, they start working more independently, but don't forget to continue regular check-ins. This structure protects your patients, your team, and your new hire. And it's just as important, assign someone to be their guide. Not just a buddy, but a designated person who has the time and responsibility to walk them through this journey. Give that person some margin. And what I mean by that is adjusting their schedules and accommodating the workload so that they can actually coach, not just get through the day. And that brings us up to this next piece, protecting your team's bandwidth. When someone new joins, your veterans turn into teachers. And that is a big mental shift. If you keep them at full speed and ask them to train on top of everything else, you're going to have a poor training process and a poor patient experience. Instead, lighten the load for a few weeks. Share responsibilities, delegate tasks to others on the team when necessary, and build margin into your operations and call it what it is. This is a training season. It is also critical to talk to your team about this slowdown. Say it out loud. We are onboarding. Things will feel a little slower, and that's okay. When your team knows it's just part of the plan, they'll be more patient. They'll step up instead of pushing back. They'll take ownership in bringing the new hire up to speed. Because here's what happens when you don't do this. You rush onboarding, the new hire never finds their rhythm, they feel confused and anxious, and then the whole team just resents them for weighing them down and the patient experience drops. Before you know it, you're hiring again. You just hit repeat on a painful cycle. So let's change that. The mindset shift is this. Hiring is not the shortcut. It is not the instant solution. It is a slowdown for now so that we can speed up later. It is a strategic pause that lets you build long-term capacity the right way. So if you are hiring or about to, you need a plan for the slowdown. You need structure, you need some margin, and a way to protect your people while you grow. Build a system that doesn't just get you through the next hire, but sets you up for every hire after that success too. If you found this helpful and you want some more tips and advice on how to grow your clinic from people who have actually been there and done it, then like and subscribe.